Okay, I think I started. What is Amazon Music? Anyway, so, uh, actually, I'm very interested. What is Amazon Music? Okay, I'm getting distracted. So, can you see the game? Okay, why doesn't it show the game? Okay, I need to add new one. Okay. For some reason it doesn't show up, so I have to delete the first one. Okay, I don't know what's up. There is a little technical problem as you can see. Okay, so I'll just need to fix this one somehow. I don't know why you cannot hear the sound of the game. Okay, I cannot see because the mouse doesn't want to. Wait, I forgot I can use this one. Sometimes I forgot that my computer is for both with fingers and not fingers, so that. I will put a little sound from the game if I remember how. Um, audio. Guess we will not have sound. It will be just me and that. So I don't know what I kind of remember how to play. I know it sounds strange, but sometimes I forgot how to play a certain game, which it happened. I mean, 1 second, I'm getting distracted by stuff. I'm so sorry. So hopefully this time I'm better. I can understand what to do. And I was supposed to know before start streaming, but now I'm better understanding how to play the game. We try all of these except this one, but I have to be on level, I don't know, 24, I don't remember. And for some reason there is a message from college, I don't know. So we now wait for some people. What will happen if I... Oh, now I understand. Okay. So, if you play Valorant, you want to join this. This is my username or whatever. So we can have someone to play with. I'm making sure that I mute. I don't know how to unmute myself while I'm game, so I will not touch this button. I also forgot how to message if I need to explain some. So maybe if I don't understand something, there will be very bad words towards me. So, but I don't care anymore. I mean, I know that I'm in the game, so if I make mistake, I know why. And I think usually people should be like that. Okay, I will try again. Actually, how we can, yeah, how we can, for example, how we can join another ones. I don't think they sound very correct. Okay, what I do to get free. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by this. Whatever this is. I mean, I know it's gone, but um, I think we have to pay for this. Like that. Even though it says free, I don't think. Actually, we're very close to get this one, which is good. I think. I hope. Actually, wait, I want to see this one. Okay, so this one was not. This one was the champion. This one it's not. So we our main goal is to play the games and just always this one because how to look free. Okay, I'm getting distracted. I'm so sorry, but I want to play now. Like this is distracting for some reason, but I want to play in other people's. Maybe they will join somehow. I don't know how people join this game. I just click play and wait. Hopefully someone joins soon. Usually on the first or third time when I do this again and they join. This makes any sense. I know I say 100 things, but sometimes I really confuse myself while I'm talking. And I'm getting distracted by stuff. I don't know why. Did I drink loud water? Hope I don't. Sometimes I feel I do. I don't know if it's normal or not. And that don't don't listen to me. Actually, can you see the you can. I hope. Yeah, I touch stuff. I try to not do this anymore. Also, I'm wondering. Actually, why there is no people? Is this? I think usually people should play in this time because it's late. And should I put my computer in charge? Because it. Okay, I cannot see. Yeah, I don't know. Is this? Okay, I should not touch stuff. By the way, I really want to join in some games, so I will be very thankful when someone tell me. Also, as you can see, there is no one. I don't even know how people are joining and stuff. Like, do I touch this one? No. I'm gonna touch the buttons. Should I want this? I think yeah, it has to be level 20. I am maybe one or two. Maybe if we try this one. I don't remember what we have to do, but if we try this one, maybe we will be something up. Okay, why I touch this one? I know it will stop, but why I do this, I don't know. Anyway, maybe we should talk while waiting. but I don't know what for what to do. I see on the streamers will be like, this happened to me, or I made this person, I made that person. For me, there is nothing in the stream because
Match found.
okay, so and for me there is nothing in the stream because it's like a normal day. What the stream I will have. Okay, we choose this one as fast as we can.
Wherever they run, I will find them.
So I see there is a little sound. The dogs and yeah, I forgot. I kind of forgot. But I think this is a regular game. This is the one with the 3 and 3. Like 3 levels from the one side and 3 levels for 4 to the other side. This will be a fast game.
Spike rush.
Okay, I'm going to follow this person. Hopefully they know what to do.
Here.
Following the person.
Reload. Enemy spotted mid.
They'll be just oh, I don't know from where these people come. How?
Blinded.
Something tells me that I will not play this kind of part of the game anymore.
One enemy remaining.
Or may I? I don't know. How I can get the person who becomes tiger or something? We are protected.
Fair winds, tight corners. Time to show off, Jet.
Who is Jeff? I mean, I don't remember. I don't know why I say this. But nah.
Be strong, Sky.
I don't know last time when I... Are we putting up?
Time to hunt.
Are we...
Scout destroyed.
I don't know what we're doing, but... Okay, I think I'm in the wrong way and I will be dying first. Did I... Oh no. I was thinking that yes, I did something, but...
In the half. I feel something over there. Can't place it. Like us, but different.
Okay, I'll follow the rest of the people because together we are strong. And... I don't know why...
Ended.
What happened?
I'm out of here.
I cannot even...
You are powerless.
Enemy spotted A.
Okay, what is happening?
Joke's over. You're dead.
Did I do this? Did someone else do this? Am I the last? Why? Now people will watch and judge. From where this person come from? I was there, sitting in the...
Switching sides.
Drone? Ready to stretch your wings?
Before? What this person said? Okay, now we are... I think now we're protecting the... How these people go there? Where did they... I'm going this way. Hopefully I found someone. By the way, I'm not talking because I don't know how to react, where to go. This is very confusing. It's a new map and I kinda don't know where to or what to do.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, so we have to find.
Flawless.
Do we win?
Match point.
They look tired. Finish it.
Okay, I don't like this kind of the game. I prefer the longer one because there is also time to win, even though we are winning right for now. But there is time to win, and also there is um, gak.
Hawk out. Blinded. Good bird. Reloading.
Anyway, so
Over! You're dead!
excuse me. So I'm sorry, I'm talking too much, but I I don't like this kind of the game. It's very short
One
and
enemy
very
remaining.
confusing.
Found one.
Why they shoot the people with the flowers? If this is a flower, where is the bomb where they have to?
Defenders win.
What this person said? I couldn't read so fast. Okay, so what we gonna do? No, I don't want this. So we go back and we're gonna play the regular one, and I hope we can find someone else. Uh, st- doesn't sound right. Right. It's not so but that. So I was saying that I don't know what to talk with during the games because I don't have very, I don't know how to say, interesting life. The most I have normal stuff happen in my life, like not watching TV. I don't watch TV anymore, but watching stuff on YouTube. For some reason, I stopped watching Bulgarian YouTubes. I don't know why. I watch many of them, like Neil Conrad and Stan and Steffi. For some reason, I stopped watching them. I don't know. Maybe it's because the content is for more younger audience because all of them have books, and if you see people who come to their book, I don't know how it's called. They're usually younger people, like children. But I have because there's like book publishing stuff for Egmont, and they have had notebooks with the
Match
famous.
found.
Okay, so they had books with the famous YouTubers like Milko, Stan, Steffi, Fwapa, and Tsuro, I think. Da. And I have everyone except Tsuro because I didn't watch them at that time. I still don't, but I followed him. So I subscribe on YouTube, but I don't watch them. I don't know. And sorry, the text distracting my. And I don't know. Maybe it's because again it's mostly for children, and I grow up and I stop watch this popular content. And also their content can change over the years. Like I remember Milk making this kind of like sketch videos, or I don't know how they're called, where they talk about subject and they make kind of like a little sketch stuff where they, for example, they talk about the mothers and what the mother will do. Actually, I need to charge my computer. Please don't start. Um, and I cannot see because I turn off the lights. So I'm using my tablet as a lamp. I mean, no lamp, in there. Okay, it's charged. Why they took me my pawn? I don't know why I call them pawn, which is I think. Wait, what was pawn? Poet was turkey, and pawn is the blue bird with the pink tail, which opened the tail. How is this in English? I don't know. Anyway, back to the Bulgarian YouTubers. Um, so I think this is the reason, but for some reason I have two female comics books, which may. Okay, I will not use guns in, for now. I have the little present on it. So we are attacking right now, or okay, we are attacking. And someone said hi. I'm sorry. So I think that's why people don't watch me, because I talk too much. How and I mean, of streamers talk too much, but I talk in another way. Very confused. Okay, so I think this is A. There is people. I'm just very careful. Okay, I'm not the.
Enemy down.
I don't know how this happened. I don't know this how happened. Anyway, back to this game, and okay. So I have, for some reason I have
One enemy remaining.
Milcon's books. I don't read them. I tried to read them, but I was confused, and I said no, I will not read. But I want to read Stan's books because I think there is kind of like a story, and I will be. How this woman fly? I don't know. And I think this will be very interesting because I kind of know what's happened because there's three parts and he talk about this. But also I think
30 seconds left.
okay, I think this is very loud.
Last player standing.
How I can vote? So okay, I can buy stuff. No, I'm buying this one. And yeah, look how my brain doesn't work anymore. Actually, we have to follow the person with the triangle on the head. Maybe they talk with each other. Is person Twitch streamer? I don't know. Maybe they twitched. What I'm talking about? Maybe they streamed, not twitched. This is a new one. I think we have to add it on the. Excuse me. We have to add it on the. I don't know how it's called. Okay. Guess we're not going this direction. I think we have to. When we attack, we have to protect the person with the triangle. So, yeah. Maybe this person forgot that they have the. Or no. So I'm going to look at this way. Or maybe that way. Are there people? I don't know. Only two of us. How? How?
Last player standing.
Как? This is what's happening when people don't look. We are going to lose. Hope we don't. We do. Anyway, so yeah, back to the my confusing talking. It's I was going to take this. So this person not only took the Eastern European person from me, but they also took the bomb. The I don't know. Is it bomb? I don't know. Can they hear? Hope not. Okay, don't we have to be like everyone together and protecting each other? I guess no. I guess we will watch the game. Hopefully, it's not too loud
Spike down A.
for people to hear. I mean, for you to hear, because of people, because I can hear, but da, don't don't mind what I say. Just enjoy the game, because I cannot.
Last player standing.
Like, do they have thinking? It doesn't sound very nice, but you cannot see my reactions to this. Hopefully, I mean, thankfully, but we lose. Um, I'm going to buy this gun. It's perfect. I mean, I don't know what it is, but wait, do I take the? No, I don't have the triangle. I don't know how it's in English. Excuse me. Are we going somewhere? Why they take these and just do there? I'm going somewhere. Maybe they want the other three to kill, and they then going to. Okay, I'm
Spike
going.
down A.
But this is Oppa. Where this come from? I'm scared. I'm very scared. Как? Oh, как? Как? Okay, please leave me.
Last player
I don't.
standing.
They see that I don't know where I'm doing, where I'm going, and they do that. And what is happening right now? Why I see myself? I have so many questions and so zero answers.
30 seconds left. Flawless.
Did my computer just froze? Okay, I'm taking this one. Okay. So is there where I can do this? I don't know. Maybe I'll go A. I'm going A. Let's see. Where this thing wants me to go? I'm going A. I'm doing the reverse of what they're talking to me. What is that? I don't wanna know. Okay, there.
Last player standing.
I'm going this way. I have no words to explain how I'm disappointed right now because I have the first time the bomb and they just and I'm 100% 103% sure that we are going to lose. I'm going C. I don't care. I mean C. I'm going C. And the okay, how many people are disconnected? Why? What's happened? There is a little dragon over there. And this thing maybe it's bigger than me, but little. I'm going to say. And these people are just sitting there. So I think it was safe. How put oh, hopefully I don't die. Kak.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Excuse me.
Player
Kak.
standing.
I cannot even explain myself. We're going to lose. Yeah, certainly it will not work. I cannot even buy any more nice stuff. Where is the... No, I'm going to do this. Excuse me. Why? No, I'm going... Is this person? I have to follow them so I can... Okay. I have to follow them so I can at least protect them somehow. Hopefully. Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't know what's happening. Please let me go. Please let me go. What's happening right now? Please let me go. Can I jump over here?
Spike down. Attacker spawn. Last player standing.
I'm angry right now. It doesn't show up, but I'm very angry right now. As you can hear. And I think people should not be angry on game because this is just a game. But I would say something that maybe it will be rude, but I don't think these people know how to play the game. Or maybe if they do, they're like, oh, I don't want to play it right now. This is what I'm thinking they're thinking right now. Actually, this person is kind of bad.
30
Because at
seconds
least
left.
they try to do something. What will happen if we win? What I'm talking about? If we
10 seconds left.
kill everyone in the game. Can this person block? They can. Eh. Okay, you killed them once. Why do this again? I don't know. I forgot that I did this one. Okay, this person again. They're going to take everyone. I'm going to take this from her. I'm sorry. But do your job. I'm going to take every foot. I'm going to take every so this person doesn't take. How we are only three? What happened? Lele. I'm shooting without shooting. Eh,
Last player standing. One enemy
to be
remaining.
fair, this was an unfair game because we are three against four. I think we were three against four, or maybe we are four against four and someone died. Yeah, three we are against four. This is very This is very unfair, I think. Okay, this person again. Why? We have to follow her. Or they. Oh, we have to follow. I who didn't. Look, this make me talking Bulgarian in very angry way, which is not good. Excuse me, what I watch? Ne 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 ne.
Last player standing.
Is this how people felt when I was playing? Why they do that? This is very inappropriate for a game. Okay, can I take this one? They already took it. Actually, I'm going to take this one. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm just taking still because where is the other person? Can we go? Please. Excuse me. Can we go? Right now. They're coming. I don't know plus double what it's mean, but can we go? Okay, so I think the plan right now should be we following this person and protecting the. Okay, I will not be able to go inside. Oh, I can. Interesting. You're going from every side. What is happening? Where this come from? I feel a little
One enemy remaining.
I feel a little positivity and um I thought I saw person. I don't know why I'm going.
Last player standing.
Okay. Yeah, there is one win. Only one win for from I don't know how much. Excuse me, woman, for you no more. You take everything. You're not focused on the game. Are we going this way? Where we go? Where we go? I sound like a little kid where they're asking where we go when we go to work. Where we are when we are arriving or I don't know how to say English. I'm sorry. Okay, we follow. I don't know what they're doing. She's over here. Excuse me. Как?
Last player standing. Spike
I mean,
down.
how?
C.
How I can disconnect? Because I don't know. Can I be? Excuse me. Excuse me. Can you please go somewhere doing something? We're going to lose. I know I say this every game which I play, but I'm this time 100% sure that we are going to lose. We're 8 by 2.
30 seconds left.
2. Or maybe this is a strategy so they can put the bomb in the last second so there is no way it can be stopped. Maybe this is some very good strategy. Maybe.
10 seconds left.
Or maybe they're going to take some. Excuse me.
Last round before the switch.
I'm just going to take it. Excuse me. This is very rude. Now I have to. Yeah, the mic. You're going to lose. Maybe I have to write a. I cannot sing, but maybe we have to write a song how we are going to lose. What are those? I was sight of this person and they went to the other side of the world. I mean, the map. Excuse me. How this is going to stop? How? I've never been more disappointed in my life than right now. Now we have to protect. How are we going to protect 2 against 4? I cannot even. I'm going to take the F step. I don't know how they're called, but they're going to calm you down. Excuse me, did you try to shoot me because I put the F? This sounds very wrong. Not put the F. There is a orange fire. Maybe we have time. I know we are going to die, so maybe we can enjoy the stuff. So if we have more people, we should split and watch. But right now, excuse me, where did you come from? How I can?
Last player standing.
I think one day when I start streaming with the camera, I, I, I think it will be very funny to see my expressions. But for that, I need more time. Where did you come from? Anyway, I'm going to A. But they following me. I'm going to B. Because they're following. For F-Pet. I'm going to do F-Pet.
Attackers win.
There is no chance if we win. 100% no chance. Because we are only 3 against 4. What is this? Where I can touch. There again. Okay. I sound like this meme when the person say okay. What I do right now? Can someone please help me? I'm very confused. Very confused and there is a message that I have to start my computer but I will not. Until I am done with it. This sounds very strange. Okay, what is happening right now? Do I do skip? Do I? I'm going to wait a few seconds and then come back. No, I'm here, so I will not come back. I will be here. Or wait. I'm the anyway. So
Found.
okay. We have to be fast to find the I don't know. The guy walking. Did I walking? Hopefully yes. Wait, why? Okay. Thankfully I am with the wait, I'm on 6 level. How? Maybe we'll never know. No. Maybe we'll never know. So I can see there is another Eastern European person who okay I cannot use any stuff. So we defend. Okay, this is my first time from one stream to defend. Why I'm going this way, I don't know, but maybe this will give me a better look on the surroundings. Why was hurt when I fall? And what are these red dots? And now I'm going to the... I was killed in order to protect the A. Maybe their strategy for
Spike
the
planted.
other team is... well, so maybe their strategy was to split and some people to distract the team while out the blue, while the others... oh, this hurt. I think this time will be with better people in the game. Hopefully.
Last player standing.
Okay, we was in our first second. Wait, this is our second game or first? We were no. I wanted to see is the present movie. Okay, I'm going to follow this person. I don't know why, but I will do. Just I don't really comfortable with this map because I'm confused where I am. Even though I played here, so I shouldn't be confused. Where don't we split on like two people on the one side, two people on the other side? There was someone.
Bunch of guys C.
Spike down. C.
Where is what? I think for people who watch me right now thinking that I'm just walking, not caring about it, just walking. And if something
One
happened,
enemy
happen.
remaining. Spike down. C.
Wait, which is correct? I think this is my. What was that? Think
Reloading.
how we won. I was confused for 1 second and I don't know how we won.
I'm alive.
Okay, can I buy right now? Yes, okay, I can. I don't. I think I said last time, but I prefer that. If people can have like, more money in the game, so they can buy nice stuff no matter what are they winning or lose. Okay, I think I should be very careful right now, but I'm not. Maybe I will protect this.
Spike down. C.
Okay, see. I'm going this way. Hopefully there is no one who can stop me. What I do, I don't
Spike
know.
down. C.
I'm just walking. Cuck. I'm sorry.
One enemy remaining.
I should be calm and nice and don't get angry.
Easy, Sage.
Okay, we won somehow. Again. Because I was not paying attention. I'm going, but I'm taking, by the way, the cheapest gun, so if something happened again, I have the money to, you know, have the money. I mean, I know. I don't know why I'm telling you because you can see. This is very good way to attack people, but there's also only one person here, so I'm going somewhere else. Because it I don't know what I was going to say, but I'm going B. Excuse me, person, you have to be on A. There's two places I think where there's two places I think from here and from over here. But see what they do. I think maybe it should be better if I go from this way. Where am I? So
One enemy remaining.
again somehow we won. I think these people are better than the last people I played with. Cause professionals, which big stuff which I don't understand. I'm going to follow these people. Maybe they know what they're doing. Maybe I go this way, my own way. What kind of request they're asking about? I don't know. And again, we are 3 by 3 by. Why I'm saying 3 by?
Spike down. C.
Yeah, we're going to see. I don't know how these two people happen. I don't know how these people. How do I teleport myself to the wall? I don't know.
One enemy remaining. Spike down. C.
Reloading.
Excuse me.
You're supposed to be fighting back, right?
No, I will buy better gun. This will be mistake, but I will take it. And look how difference we have. What is this purple stuff? Oh, and look how difference we have in the. Okay, we have too much people here. In the points and how many people we are, which makes me think that we have better chance in winning. And something tells me that they maybe go upper. Excuse me, I didn't see this coming. But we are going to enjoy this person's point of view.
Spike planted.
I almost spit my water for some reason. I mean, the reason is because I took a big sip of the water. But I don't know why I'm saying this. Forget that I said this. Just like never happened. See, very interesting. Okay,
Last player standing.
we're going to lose. Except this person is some kind of like very good at the game and we don't lose. This is our first worst. I mean, second worst.
What do you say, drone?
Hopefully
Ready
fine.
to stretch your wings?
I will not take this gun anymore. Maybe we'll attack us C again, so I'm going to C with this place. I never been in this place. What is this? I don't know. Actually, I've been when I'm thinking about it. I don't know why then stay speed in
Nowhere to run!
lele 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 lele. Careful. What is happening? I don't know. But I think everyone is against 4 people. I'm going to lele lele. Where this come from? Where this come from? I don't know.
Last player standing.
I think they start to understand our techniques and win the game. I mean, that. But if this person killed the 2 people, we win. I'm confused. Oh, hello. I'm sorry, I
30 seconds left.
was kinda hard to see because I'm on my tab. But hello, how are you? It sounds like these toys from the Barbie phones. This doesn't sound right, but there is a I don't know, do you remember? But there was a phone with the Barbie who sing a very
One enemy remaining.
it, it's not in sing, but I cannot sing, so I cannot sing the song. But there is a specific sound, and there is also how I do it, a phone sound. Why I'm saying this, I don't know. If I was thinking that there would be maybe interesting things because like in Bulgaria we kind of live like we're in because the things people say that happened in the 90s, I see this in the 2000s in Bulgaria. So that's are we one? I'm sorry, I was very confused. I don't know what are we with. I see purple stuff. I see stuff happening. I cannot go there. Excuse me. I go through the wall. Oh, I can go from here. Who shoot me? Who no?
Spike planted.
Where? Where is planted? Maybe C. Something tells me C. Why I shoot? I don't know.
One enemy remaining.
Enemy spotted C. Reloading.
I'm just being here. Okay, we protect the person. Okay, we won. This is the first time I saw we won. Which is good. Another thing is I learned from this game that if you win, you keep the gun you lose. You keep the gun you used in the last game, which is very interesting. And I think this is fair. Can I buy a better gun? I'm going to. Hopefully this time I win. No war. Anyway, I'm going to follow these people. Maybe they know how to have a strategy. Who said bye?
Reloading.
Oppa. Yeah, I think these people have a strategy. I'm just going. I'm just going and I think
One enemy remaining. Spike down. Attacker spawn.
okay, where is this? I'm going to follow these people. Going to follow. I think I'm the person who doesn't look around and just walk without any problem. Why I'm on 8. Another thing I learned is that can see the I don't know why I show you with finger when you cannot see you cannot see my finger. Please, like, yeah, don't mind. I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. Where am I? Why I'm in C? Did this person teleport? Are there two people or I'm just seeing stuff? Can I open this door? I think we need to protect the. What is happening right now? I don't know, but I'm just going. Happen. Hey, what happened? Okay.
One enemy remaining.
Is this like an
Spike
iPad?
down
Did
A.
I saw iPad? I don't know. But I was seeing the woman with the red standing on iPad. Excuse me, what do you say?
Enemies close. Eyes
Okay, I have to buy another. I'm going to buy this. This is one of my favorite, even though it's not. It doesn't make sense, but I hope it does. Okay, we are three people here and no one is B and they are going for B, so I'm going. Actually, I'm going this way. Kak. Pukak. I'm just following the person.
Spike down, attacker spawn.
Okay. Where is this one? I don't know.
One enemy remaining.
What's happening right now? I also don't know. I'm just walking. Maybe my strategy is just
Round in the
attacking.
half.
Save nothing.
So I think maybe my strategy is just attacking and I'm gonna take this. I don't know what is that, but I like it. Have a triangle one. Hopefully we win this time. I mean,
Track them
have
down.
9 by 2. Why am I always saying why something by something? This is like, it's not math. Maybe secretly I won. Excuse me, where are you coming from? Where this? Okay. Kak? Where? Am I attacking the wrong person? What is happening? I'm just going. I made mistake. Very big mistake. Going in. But I was thinking that if I just... I don't know why I'm making...
No, you don't.
explaining with my hands when you cannot see me. But... okay, what was that? I never saw this kind of movement of this person. And what is this
Spike
bright
planted.
light
Last player standing.
showing in my eyes? What I'm saying, I don't know. By the way, this reminds that last time on last stream, and I want to say how happy I am, but because someone clipped, okay, I cannot buy it. Someone clipped the stream, and I was very happy. I show it only to myself, but excuse me, but wait, we attack. Who is the triangle? Okay, this person. So this is some type of dance which we don't know about it. Anyway, so someone clipped me last time, and I was very happy, and I told my parents. They say okay, because I don't show it to them, because I don't know why. Excuse me, excuse me.
Last player standing.
Hey,
Spike down A. Flawless.
are we winning? I don't know. So anyway, I was very happy about that.
Don't forget that.
This was my first time being clipped. If this is the correct thing to say, I'm going to take this. Do I take it? Yeah. So I'm going because no one goes B. Maybe they will protect it. Excuse me. Don't be rude. Anyway, so I was saying. So and I was very happy about it, as you can maybe see. Okay, this was. Opa. Why it's so... Okay, B's right here.
Spike planted.
You know, comes from this way. Are we winning? I don't know. Cack. Cack.
One enemy remaining.
Maybe I should be next to this. So
Act on my
the thing I want to say,
Don't give them time
which
to
it doesn't sound right, but the thing I wanted to say that I was very happy that someone clicked me and I was very thankful, and I don't know how to like this, so if someone knows how to like a clip, please tell me. I'll be very thankful. But yeah, it was very... Uh, I know that I show no emotion, but I don't know how. I mean, I know, but at the same time I don't, because there's people online. They know how you're feeling about stuff, and you want to express feeling, but you cannot because how? What is wind power something? I don't know. Okay, I thought it's someone who... There's a lightning. I don't like this. I'm just going for it. There. I think we are going to lose and win the same time. I don't know how. How this person teleports? And why...
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
I think we're going to win because of that.
Clutch.
I think we both win and lose. Interesting. Anyway. Um, otherwise I don't know what to... This is I think my problem. It's because... Maybe it's because I don't know anyone to talk with. And maybe that's why it's... Because I know I'm boring in the mornings. Most. I know maybe I'm boring. And the thing I think I'm boring is because I need someone to talk with. And to have someone... Excuse me.
embarrassing.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
We're going in. Oh, actually, we are in it.
Our spike carrier is
Us. I'm just
I
going.
have the spike.
I don't know what happened. Okay, this person killed. Okay, stop, please. Thank you. So, again, the thing I think I'm not interesting is because I need someone to talk with. And maybe that's why I wanted to join the Dream SMP because of the story, because I like the story, like making stories and stuff. But for that, I need to be more interesting. To be more interesting, I need people to talk with. To talk, people have to talk with. I need someone to play. To have someone to play, I need to either watch this person or excuse me, or to have I don't know, to be... Can we go in this? I'm going inside. And to have like to be... Oh, this person is this. Okay. Or to have like be best friend or something. my best friends who want to play with me, or like if they see that, okay, where the come from?
You will not kill my allies.
How? I don't know. Anyway, back to that. So and yeah, and my friends who want, if they see that stream, it's really something, so they can join. I think because I know that if I make one of them stream with me, the other will also agree. The problem is that
Match point.
they're kind of scared, so there is no way. And for me, I think that if they saw me that it's okay, I might no no this ones. And I'm sorry, I'm confused by the game. So this person is doing, I don't know. So for me, that if for me, in order to say success, I have to be either in server like Dream SMP, or I have to be like uh, somewhere. But again, I want to be in somewhere where
One enemy remaining.
I watch the okay. I either watch the person and enjoy their content, or it's someone I know. Because again, I can, maybe that's why I don't want to,
Attackers win.
I don't know how, but okay. And maybe that's why I believe this person should like there is, I don't know. So I'm playing again, and so maybe that's why I don't want to talk with people who are, because I was teach that internet is not safe space. Like the only people you can message on internet is someone you know, and maybe that's why I don't kind of like messaging other people. Can accept if I watch their content and kind of see what kind, even though they maybe not be the same person, because every, like you can see only my shy and nice side when I'm staying, which which is good, but at the same time I'm not. It's kind of part of who I am. I also have dark side. Maybe you can see it of how I murdered 100,000 people in the games. But also, I don't know, maybe it's because me not trusting everyone. Because there's a lot of stories like crazy fans. Like I'm not supposed maybe talk about this, but I watched them. I know you guys can hear I watched them as a and their fans are kind of, I don't want to say crazy, but I think they have some problems. Not everyone, of course. There's very nice of them who make interesting art and stuff, but there's also some who, if they go to Bulgarian school, they will be very bullied. This is my honest uh, opinion. And what I know would happen. Because as a person who was studying in Bulgarian school and who grew up in Bulgaria, comparing how people are different than us, I'm 100% sure that if you're doing how they call it, vendors, whatever this is, I'm 100% sure that they will be bullied in school, in the Bulgarian schools, in very worse ways. Because with what I'm watching, how they're being bullied here in America from the movies, how I was bullied, or maybe someone else who I know, which it will be very scary for the SMP fans. And I'm 100% sure that they will not want to go to school anymore. I'm not sure that you aren't there Bulgarian. against domestic defense. I don't think so. And if there are Bulgarian fans, they will be like very not telling anyone because they know that they will be bullied because of that. And I don't know what you say. It's
Match found.
okay. And I know what you're going to say that people should not be scared of what they're like and stuff, but excuse me. But now I know 100% sure that Bulgarian students will not care about what is right and what is wrong, and they will be bullied. And I think you will not believe me because I talked with my mother about this, but the reason why, which is also why people don't watch me, is because most of you are Americans or from West Europe, and the things I know and I saw and I told you, you maybe not be able to understand because we have the Western thinking. Well, this will be like, no, this is not true. How this can be true? But if you go back to all of my streams and what I'm talking about, and if you think in the mind like Eastern European stuff, you'll be, oh, this is true. This can happen. And that's why I'm saying now that you maybe not believe me that Team SMP fans will be bullied, but I'm 100% sure that they will be bullied. Especially of how that most of them think, and for that they watch Minecraft YouTubers. Which you'll be able to know right now. Excuse me. I was playing a game and this message just stopped my. Anyway, so where was I? And we talked with my mom that again with the reason why people don't watch me is because maybe they don't understand how different cultures are and stuff. In the same way, like if and we joke about this, which is not a joke, but we talk about it with my family friends that if American student goes to Bulgaria, and I'm not talking about Sofia, the capital, even though I know people who are from Sofia, I have cousins from Sofia, and I think people from Sofia are a little more bullying people, especially of because I was bullied because I don't listen to child music, which is have very inappropriate stuff in it, and because I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't take drugs, and they bullied
Match found.
me because of that. So if you go, like if you're American goes and say, no, I will not smoke because I'm underage, like, it's like I thought, I don't know that I told this, but in my prom, I was 17, and legally in Bulgaria, if you're under 18, you cannot drink alcohol. So I was 17 in 2018, which I was close to become an adult, but at the time of my prom, I wasn't. So the waitress kind of laughed at me because I didn't want alcohol, and I was underage. I shouldn't be able to drink. But my friend said that she would drink mine, so I take. No, I think it was wine or champagne. I think it was wine. Anyway, so this is again not to be rude, but this is what I think would happen and what I know would happen if like American. How are you? I'm good, thank you. Think I asked, but I forgot. Do I ask how are you? But I'm good. I'm, as you can see, playing Valorant. Or how
better
is
way
the...
to find peace.
Okay, why I cannot buy the gun? Anyway, where we will defend. So, okay, we defend. Anyway, so the time is going in the western choice. Actually I can be here. I don't know where I am, but I can be here. I see myself in this place. Am I using your papers? Da. Okay, there's stuff happening right now. Okay. Cack. I don't know how it happened. But also I think that if mostly American or Western go to Bulgarian and Eastern European school, that they will be shocked of that how okay of that how because now please don't judge, but in Bulgaria legally you cannot smoke and drink until 18, but some people do it anyway, and it's illegal, but kind of don't not that illegal. So
Seconds left.
I have classmates who smoke cigarettes next to the teachers, and they have a cup of coffee and talk about stuff with the teachers. Also, there is one of my classmates dance horo, which is Bulgarian traditional dance with
Seconds left. Spike
during
planted.
class. And so during class they dance
Last
horo with
player
people who
standing.
are younger,
One enemy remaining.
and this person kind of help me forget stuff. But um, so yeah, they dance horo during class while we have class with our principal, because she was our chemistry and physics teacher for 1 year or two, I don't remember. And it's called Proverk, I think. For some reason there was a parent who have to check some, and our principal was very angry at these girls. For some reason, I mean, not for some reason, they didn't go to the class, but this was all normal stuff, especially when you're 12th grade, and there is kind of like you cannot you have the opportunity to not go to the class. Careful if you are if this is not your final exam, like you're mature. Okay, can I? And I'm killed again. So now I'm thinking about it. This kind of stuff are both for me right and wrong. Because on the other one side, yeah, we have more freedom. Our school doesn't have homeworks, which I talked with a girl who is from Sofia, where they had a lot of homework. And my cousin, she's okay. I don't know why. Twitch decided it's a good idea to say that Awesome Duty is live while I'm streaming. Like how I can watch
One
his
enemy remaining.
stream while I'm
Spike down
I don't know.
B.
But if you want to watch Awesome Duty, you can. Feel free to go if you want. Anyway, so I think we are going
Last
to win
player
this.
standing.
I take
30
my words
seconds
back.
left.
We're not going to win this one. Or we are. Oh, we won. Anyway, so I'm getting distracted by stuff. I don't know why. Actually, I can buy this one. Looks like interesting gun. I think I say a few times for this gun, but actually I think this is one of the first maps I played because I remember this kind of stuff. Anyway, memories. It sounds like memory foam. I don't know why, but yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. Where I am. Okay, I think stuff is happening behind. So I'm going this way. I don't know why they're so.
B.
I'm just okay. I think I should be better than this going from the back because then eh,
One enemy remaining.
Who's got the snacks?
okay we won again somehow. Good. Anyway, I will take this one again. I like it. Can I go inside? No. Uh, I've been going this way. By the way, when I start playing this game, I don't even know that there is more. Like, I was thinking that A is ours and B is theirs. So we have to protect only A. Which I know. Pow, pow, pow. Let go. A. I should be careful and run away. But I didn't. Actually, I think I should play a few more games and then understand. This was good.
Spike down A.
I think this person, Omen or
Enemy
how
remaining.
is their name, plays good. This was complete. It doesn't sound like one, but it's complete. It just was a peek on the gun. Interesting. No, it's wow. Now, I don't know what to do and I touched too many times the A key. That's the A key and I was confused. I'll take this one again. I'm wasting money, but anyway, I will have more for the other. I might go A. Then there's something. Maybe not. I don't know. Something tells me that they were going to attack A. I don't know why. Okay, I cannot open this. Can I see myself inside? No. Self inside. What I'm talking about? So there is. I want to say that I drink coffee and I'm maybe a little more tired right now. By the way, I don't.
Spike
I,
planted. Last player standing.
I know that I'm not. Maybe no one will care, but okay, we was. But
Enemies
okay.
close. Eyes up.
So what I was talking about. So I didn't drink coffee because sometimes it makes my stomach bad, feel bad. So I'm going this way. So yeah, I didn't drink coffee and maybe it will help. Maybe I will drink coffee only on Fridays. It is ours.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Where these things coming from? I don't know.
Spike planted.
Okay, where? Opa. Another thing is maybe why I think people don't watch is because
Last player
I'm
standing.
more focused on the game than talking. Like in Minecraft, I was more focusing on there is that there is no zombies spawning, and here I'm more focusing on the game. There is no music. Maybe if I was more focused and there was music, people will not that mind it that much, and they would just watch me playing. And again, as I said, there is no one to talk with, but there is a reason why I need to talk up. We start the game. And there is a reason why I think we have to. Yeah, this is what's happening right now when I'm focused on the game. So I think there is a. Okay, Opa. I'm going this way. Cuck. How? Anyway, this will give you the time to talk. And also, I want to stream with camera so you can see my reactions because I think the reactions will be more funny than me talking. Because I make faces, which I feel how I made the face. And I talk too much with my hands, which you cannot see. Which I saw people making fun of the Albanian people doing that, but I think everyone do that. And but for that I need money because I want to buy a very good like light because I have camera on my laptop. Not
30 seconds
we
left.
talk with my mother
Spike planted.
about this, and her opinion is that like I should because for Twitch to pay you and people do donating you have to have PayPal, and for that my mom wants to have more subscribers like followers so you can see, yeah, you're making something. Maybe it's good to add your have a PayPal. And also in Bulgaria we don't have PayPal, so I'm not sure how this will happen, but like how I can watch this and stuff. Who are shooting? There is no one. And also, um, I was saying, I'm going to follow them somehow. Oh, this is how they interesting. So, okay, I'm gonna continue after because this is very.
Last player standing. Flawless.
Okay. And so, uh, so in order to have money, because in, I don't know, in my mind sound very correct, very well said, but I want to use the money I have from streaming not only for myself but also for stuff for streaming like computer. Because I will talk with my mother, and the idea of me using laptop is so for school and for streaming when I'm in Bulgaria. So I don't know why I'm forcing this
Spike
thing, but
down B.
B is this. Yeah, where this is B, right? Yeah, this should be B.
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
I don't know how we won, and it's confused. And so I think it would be better if start again. So my idea was to have streaming to be like a job, because not only I will have the time to go to Bulgaria, you know, do some stuff there. Why? But also it's kind of interesting for me how to create videos and stuff. Yeah, there's stuff happening down there.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Spike
Anyway,
down B.
so this was my idea to, and that's why I needed to, to PayPal and stuff. But for that I need more subscribers. And if I have more subscribers and I buy camera and stuff and start PayPal, I think that the videos will be great because you can see my face
Spike
and
down B.
my expressions.
Last player
Because
standing.
right now you just hear me being quiet. Or I maybe make a funny face. Like,
Level heads until we're home.
look
Yes?
those people.
Good.
How disrespectful are they? Um, and I know it sounds confusing, but I'm kind of very, even though I see very negative way on how I stream and stuff, but I also kind of proud because there's only one. I remember there was time where there's no in the beginning, and there was one, and they go, and then there is Skin Zero, and there is another one also. Even though it's zero viewers, you can also make a stream interesting. Maybe I start to know how to talk with myself, and maybe one day in the future, having the camera, having I don't know, having something where people can enjoy. Maybe there will be more. But one day.
Spike planted. Last
My
player
plan for
standing.
now is maybe
You're dead.
to graduate college, and after that, if it doesn't happen until now, then
Last
I will
round
maybe will
before
think
the
something.
switch.
Because I have college, and then I have hold on. um I will surrender. Most of them are yes.
Attackers
So
win.
actually, before that, I'll see the new whatever this was. Okay, why it made me do this? There is no new engine. Is this one? No. Actually, it's very interesting way to get from where they start. Okay, I'll start with this one. That's very interesting way to learn who you can use. Even though I will always use this person because again he is Eastern European. Which reminds me that for some reason Barbie doesn't have Eastern European dolls. And I know you say it, but they're all white. They're a white people, but they're not Eastern European for me. Because Barbie's like, we have to accept everyone, but you don't have Eastern European dolls. Like, this is the thing they talk about. And, this is what I want. Oh, this is interesting. Anyway, they stopped my game for this thing. Very rude. Anyway, back to the game. So, anyway, yeah, for some reason I don't see, because I wanted to, for people who don't know, I, me and my friend are making a book, and my idea was, this was very rude. And my idea was to kind of like making all the characters from all the books we are starting writing. I want to take the Eastern European person, please. What happened? I don't know. So yeah, this was my. Did they remove? Very rude. And so this was my idea for. We don't say what skin are they and what ethnicity they are, but for me, all the characters are Eastern European because I am, and most of the. Excuse me, why it stopped? And most of the characters I've seen in the movies who are Eastern European are usually villains, which I can see why we're very aggressive and we can be very rude, and we don't care who are you and where you're coming from. If you're rude to us, we'll be rude to you. But also, we're nice people, very welcome. And I wanted to, I buy a Barbie doll, a curvy Barbie doll, thinking that, oh, I'll start buying Barbie dolls so I can do as the characters with custom and stuff, which was my big idea. And it didn't happen because I saw a white doll and a black doll, which are not Eastern European looking like. I don't see myself because the doll is with red hair and I'm not. And but I can work with this one. So maybe you ask, why don't you buy the fashionista Barbie dolls and switch it with made to move body, which is a good idea. But for that I need not only money but knowing how, which is hot water for some reason, to warm the head. Also, I need to maybe practice a little more because I cannot sew. And if I want to make this, I need to make custom quotes, which also I need to find free patterns or something. It'd be very hard. But one day, my next goal after being successful YouTuber and streamer is to make of the characters in the books me and my friend wrote, which for now for some reason become 6 books. It's to make them in Barbie dolls. And the reason why it's Barbie is because it's more realistic and have more like different eye colors, different faces and stuff. But at the same time, for some reason, there is no Eastern Europe Because I saw they have a Barbie doll for the Day of the Dead, but there's no Barbie doll for like in folklore costume, more Eastern European, Bulgarian, Serbian, which are very close, but at the same time there's difference in the
Match
countries.
found.
Every time when this woman speak, it scared a little, even though I don't show, but it scared me a little. Yeah, let's go with this. They took my... Why? I don't know who this person is, but they took my cat. I don't know why I did that, but I show emotion to emojis, which are not visible in this type of games. Actually, can people make emojis on Minecraft? Or this game? I don't know. Hope they do. I cannot buy anything, so... See, I'm going to watch this person for what they did. I was thinking that there is someone and I was going to attack. Excuse me. Okay, I saw most of the people have powers and I don't know which one's my character's powers. I don't know what this person is doing, but thankful that they stop. Yeah. Oh, I'm watching the person who stole my Eastern European character. Okay.
Spike down A.
Wait, what
Last player standing.
we protecting? I didn't read that. I was so angry that I
Get
forgot
off
to
that
read
house,
that.
Olga. It's too cute. Why is it so cute?
I don't know what this meant. Time going. Maybe they will switch to it. I don't know why. But I'm going with theirs. Because maybe they know. Maybe they know better than me. So I'm going to follow them. Like I do every game. Opa. I don't know how this happened. I don't know where I am. What is happening right now. I'm going to just... What is happening? I have so many questions.
Last player standing.
What is my character's name? I can do that. I don't know. This is... I don't know how it's called in English. But I think I... No. I don't know that I can do that. This is my first time understanding what I'm doing. Which means that I will be better at okay. I would choose another card for now on. Not this one. This one distract.
Spike planted.
What? Reload him.
Actually, I can. Maybe I will play after this game the other one. How we won? I was distracted by a sec. Papa. Oh, this one have better view. What I'm talking about.
Multiple enemies A. Reload him. Reloaded.
Crap.
Last player standing.
How this happened? I don't know. I'm telling you, this can distract. I'm gonna choose another one if I have the option. Okay, this everyone have different paths and is getting distracted. I'm off. Okay, I'm thinking we're going to lose here. I don't know. Hey. So this is how you have to use it. I don't know how.
Last player standing.
Come on, let's go.
I don't understand what this person is doing, but actually I told you we are going to lose and we was. So how you text? How? I'm just doing the random letters so I can know how to text. Why have my mouse here?
I'll fix him a path. You clean up whatever's left.
Papa, understand now what I need. Do you think this one or not? Okay, this one have secret. Actually, I bought this one already. I forgot. Why don't we? This was what I was going to ask. What to say? Pa, help! Can somebody help me, please?
Spike planted.
Maybe this time we won. We win, cause there's only two of their team. Ah, Okay, how this person is messaging. Okay,
One enemy remaining. Clutch.
are we both win? I don't know. Hopefully. This is the actually again. Why don't we split? Or maybe they're tagging only A for some reason. Who is saying that? I don't know.
Shock that. Revealing area.
Opa, opa, opa.
Reloading.
Spike planted.
Enemy down.
Okay, B.
Last player standing.
I wasn't prepared for this one. And we was. I think the person who is messaging is ready to hit everyone.
Race it to the spike sites.
I'm voting no. Actually, this time I'm going on B. I forgot what. Oh, yes. I'm going on B, and maybe someone should follow. Oh, this rhyme. Okay, why there's no one following? I think there's a their plan. They're going to distract some of us, so yeah, maybe going this
Last player standing.
way. They're going to kill me.
Spike planted.
I have no words. I'm going to take this one. I don't know what is it and what it's helped me to do something, but I'm going to take it. How rude. What does this person think I'm doing? Not only I split, but also I'm trying to play the game. This person do nothing except stealing the stuff. This was accident. And Michael. Where is he right now? Where is he right now? What am
Player standing.
okay, how I can respond to this person? How? Opa. Um, First of all, we're 4 and to 5. And second, this person have, I think it's this one, have no rights to tell us what we are. Can I shoot him? Okay,
Last player standing.
actually, is there a way I can see on internet how to message? No, I prefer not. I will get angry and this person will.
Probably best to play as a team. So, what's the plan?
I don't know what this person problem is, but first of all, he's being rude to everyone.
Let's go.
I was going to say something which will be very rude, but where to look at.
I'll handle this. Careful here.
Then I might go.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Then I might go.
Spike down A.
I don't even know how we won.
Last round in the half.
Okay, I should know by now how to message. Because if I have the opportunity to message to this person, I'll be very angry. Could it? I'm going to follow this person, and if happen, I don't know what happened. When we go A, why we go A? When we go B, why we going B? Huh. This they are going to attack. Michael.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Switching
Uh,
sides.
I don't know. I chose how to message on Tinder. On okay, shift enter. You have to remember shift enter. Okay.
Reloading. Enemy spotted B.
Grounded.
I don't know what happened. Maybe I shoot someone. Maybe I don't. How did this happen?
One enemy remaining.
What is happening right
Enemy spotted B.
now?
There you are, little shit.
Show weakness. Ever.
Apa?
This is gonna be fun. Unavoidable.
Shock dart.
How? I don't know how.
Scanning ahead.
What is shift? And yeah.
Reload him.
Okay, shift enter. I have to write it somewhere. I don't have a paper.
Last player
Shot
standing.
down.
What is this? I'm going to write it down. I'm forgetting stuff.
You man ready for a light
Cut.
show?
There. Okay. Find this one. I'm just going to walk.
Enemy spotted B. Shock dart. Reloading. Spike carriers down.
Spike down B.
What happened? Okay. I have my...
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Why did make it so complicated? In Minecraft, you just press the letter T and it show you the text. Why shift enter?
That's going on a highlight. Come on, let's go. No one can beat our Phoenix.
You know, so this person is this one. So we're going now A. Even actually we're going B. Oof, my ear. Why I'm going here, I don't know.
Cutting through.
I don't like this person anymore. I never like him. So where am I go?
Ahead. Found them.
One enemy remaining.
I shoot him in a place where he shouldn't.
Spike planted.
think we won. Cause it's too late now to fix it. Really, I breathe out my. Okay. Oof. I think we should switch to it because they're going to expect it.
Enemy spotted B. Someone's B. Joke's over. You're dead. Someone's B.
What?
There they are.
I don't know what to say.
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
Actually, I think I play with this person the root one in my last stream, and he defeated me 40 to 20. I think. I forgot. I have to be fair. But I remember I think playing with someone with the same name, like this one. Why don't we go A? Are we going A? I think we're going A. I'm going to follow these people because I'm mega this one. How people can be so rude and saying so offensive words to others during a game? It's just a game. I don't know why. First of all, when he or she or it told us to go to A, why do we go in A? When they told us to go B, what did they say? Where am I? I'm here. Excuse me. Why there's so much? There was sapphire everywhere. What is she smart? Because they cannot go inside. It's too late. Maybe we have chance to win. I don't know. Hopefully, but I'm not sure. Who says strategy? Strategy. I don't know how. Yeah, because you're the leader of the group and you can say us where to go. Where I'm this one. Oh my god. How I took it, I don't know.
Taken out.
Oh my
Multiple enemies A. Shut that.
One enemy remaining.
I put it on the. I guess not.
I got your backs. Just, from the front.
Okay, I keep this one. For the moment, I forgot that I don't even know how I take this one. Can I go here? No. We're going B. So
I'll handle this.
I am 100% sure that someone will be from here. Cuck. I don't know how this happened.
Die.
We're just walking.
Many enemies B.
But was I the chief or how was
Match point.
the name?
I'm amped. Let's go.
I
I got
forgot.
things to do.
Okay, I wasn't. And I think are we going B because they're going A? Don't they have message where to go? I don't know.
You're dead. Enemy spotted A. Reloading.
Enemy spotted A.
Reloading.
Spike down A.
I have 22. I have 0.
Fake teleport.
Last player standing. Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Yeah, what was a great one? I don't like this person. I don't know.
Fake teleport.
This person was very rude to everyone, and he was like, "Look at him, look at me here. I'm better than ever."
Seconds left.
That's why, if he was so good with strategy, why don't he protect the bomb in circle in round?
10 seconds left.
I got the spike.
Yeah, if you protect the bomb, he will not be like that.
Defenders win.
Of course we was, because we have more unity and nothing. The good thing about this is that I learned how to I think it was this one. I learned how to message. I don't use it, but maybe one day I'll need to use it, and I will. Actually, I will put it on this side so I don't put it away. Is this a word? I don't know.
Match found.
I think here you can find much fast. I think. Yeah, I am the. This is good. I'm the senior pick. I don't know where the others are.
Warm up.
Okay, this is our people. We don't touch them. Excuse me, who are? I was confused. There is a lot of cowards. I don't know why I'm saying this. I don't know what's happening right now. This is another map. I never see this. There they use a different map for the last time when I played. Yep. Okay, I don't like this kind of gun. Okay, we changed. Or no. Can I go here? See stuff happening over there. How? I don't know how. Can I change the gun? This one is distracting me and I don't know what to do. He's laughing. And why? There's a person. Is this like Is this like the one the Americans play with the guns who shoot cover? I don't know how it's called. There's something happening here. I'm gonna take it. I'm definitely going to take it. Where this person where these people came from? Where killers? I didn't know I had the cube. Yeah, this one is bad. And I guess we win somehow. But, oh, yeah. But thing is that you cannot even have a break because of the spawn. Can I do something from here? No. I like jumping here. Where these people are coming from, I don't know. Just friendly person, yes. It is. But for some reason we are winning. And I don't know why. And what is this? I think I did stuff. Yoppa. I made mistake. I made big mistake shooting. Okay, why I'm oh, I know why I'm invincible guy. But how I can eh. The bad thing is that there will be person from every side. Eh. I think we start good, but we are going to lose. Hopefully we don't. Eh. I don't understand what passe means. And I'm confused. Is this possible play way to play this game in Bulgarian? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, how I can switch to the other guns? Because I don't like using this. Eh. We're losing. I was thinking that we are going to win, but we're very losing. Can we do we? No, we don't. Where I'm going, I don't know, but I'm just going somewhere. There is a... Hey, but there's a knife. I don't know.
Match point.
Do we win? Do we lose? How many of us are there? How many of them are there? I don't know. Something tells me that I don't wanna know. Hey, how we won? I was thinking that we are going to lose. How we won? Okay, because it's getting late, I think I'll play one more game. I know that I said this last time, but this will be my final game. Fine. And also my batteries. Everything is just everywhere. So, final game. Hopefully there's interesting people we can play with. We can help each other, not curse each other. Oh, maybe they will come right now. Or now. And the problem is when I start talking something about very interesting and we start again. So I don't know. Maybe it's also because it's late. I think it's 9 o'clock, almost 10. The it's almost it's 9 o'clock. So maybe people are tired. I don't know. I was thinking that maybe more people should watch or play because it's later and people are coming from work. Because I watch streamers who stream at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why. I don't know how. But I don't watch them because it's late. Even though I'm awake. Maybe I don't want. I don't. But I think 6 or 7 o'clock are good time for sleep. Because it's not too late, but it's not too early too. And I think that's why from 2 o'clock I moved it to 6. Because in 2 o'clock in the after lunch and people usually work on school. Most of them work in school.
Match
Hopefully this time they don't take the person I want. That's why I'm always first. Hopefully these are nice people who will not fight like the last one. I know you will think that I should forgot by now, but I will remember. By the way, this reminds me, because it's close to end the stream. Last stream I rate one person. I made mistake to not answer the question they asked me because I don't know why, but every time when I rate, I touch two buttons and everything disappeared. So I don't know. So if one day I rate some of it, even I don't answer it because of it disappeared and I don't know what to do. So maybe I don't rate people correctly. I don't know. Should we be nice? I will say hello. Or no? Did they remove me? Okay, how? Did I do something wrong? I was going to say hello and they removed. Also, how I'm on 7th level? I wasn't even on 6th. Now what are those? What? I don't understand this. Isn't that you have to be on certain region to play with certain people? Like how I'm in Florida, I have to play with people from Florida and everyone from here was people from Florida. Am I thinking too much about this? I don't know. Maybe I should. Is someone who want to use the character I use remove me? Because I use the character that they want to use and they don't want that. Again, I don't know. And I thinking too much about stuff, which I should. Maybe that's what I do when I the 9 in the evening. I will say almost say in the morning. I don't know why. Also, I was going to say some stupid thing about the clock, so I will not say it.
Match found.
It's fine. 8 minutes. What? Actually, no. I was so happy that I will play in a new map, and they removed. It's very. Excuse me. Excuse me. What happened?
Match found.
Are you seeing the things I see? Am I seeing something that I I do this? How dare to? Am I being hacked? Help. Okay, am I tired after 2 hours of streaming? Or the game just stopped and played again? This is who to stop. I'm going to write the There's also a confusing pulse. Well, I'm very confused. Let's forget about it. How?
Match found.
Am I dreaming? What is happening right now? I don't know. Okay, so everything here is now. I choose a carrot. So what? Can someone please tell me am I okay? And is this a normal thing? Is it because of the computer? Or I thought something? Finally. Actually, I will not say finally until it's done. Wait. And now I think now we're going to go back to the wait.
Reina,
Oh, we start.
there are better ways to survive on your path.
Yeah, I cannot buy anything. Yeah, this is a new map. I never been here. So this actually I've been here in the practice rounds. So this is interesting. We defend. Okay, should know that. So we defend. I have the little present on the this. What is happening right now?
Spike down B.
Yeah.
One enemy remaining.
Hopefully they're going to win. Okay, I think these people help me win. I'm going to be because last time they went B. Actually, I think I played on this one. Do I? Am I having network problems? Why it says network problems? I think there is something on it.
Spike planted.
Where?
Last player standing.
Eh.
What's so special about that Killjoy's tech? I've got visual sensors too. They're called eyes.
Shouldn't be here. Because this would be a very good spot. I don't know what else I was going to say. This would be a very good spot, so here's ours. What did you see? How?
Spike planted.
Is this because I'm tired and I cannot think? Am I making some mistake? I don't know. I don't know.
One enemy remaining.
I think we're going to win because there are 3 people against 1. Oh, actually, now I understand why female streamers put the hair inside of the, I mean, inside of the headphones. What am I talking about? Actually, I'm very interesting. Why female streamers put the hair inside of the? Why I cannot go in? Am I go? Am I going to the glass? And I don't know. Which happened to me once. I hit myself in a glass for being lazy. That
Spike down B.
be
One
okay.
enemy remaining. A.
Reloading. Razor,
What
love
happened?
extraction. Just keep it on there.
So anyway, once I may or may not hit myself in a glass because there is you have to go inside of a glass thing. And I was lazy to go around. It was for laziness. But you can. It's not normal for me. No. Who? And then, why they have so much power? Why? I was on 15, not. Why I start playing. I I don't want to talk
Last
about
player
this.
standing. Spike planted.
We lost, but we may win soon. You may ask yourself why I'm buying this gun. The reason is why I don't know. I like we have this. So I can just
Enemy spotted mid. Reloading.
pop, pop. What happened?
Healing over here. Reloading. Reloading.
Are we winning? I don't know.
Spike planted.
Where? How? Never been scared more about anything. Okay, I need to calm myself.
As a unit, okay? Last thing I need is some hero messing things up.
I don't know what this is about, but I'm going to follow the rest people. The rest. I may go this way. Think I'm on beat. I think this is how?
One enemy remaining.
I think in this game you have to just play. Try your best and play. Because you may lose. Where I'm going, I don't know. It's good to stay somewhere between A and B, I think. Where is a place to go on both sides.
Spike down B.
Pins this way. What is this? I don't know. Where is this thing?
One enemy remaining.
Help. 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 I didn't know what to do, to be fair. I really didn't want to know what to do. Okay, so I'm in B.
Defenders win.
Today is not our day to die.
Somehow we won. Okay, so in today's team we took whatever this is. This looks like Thorn's Thor Thor's helmet. Anyway, I'm again distracted again. How to pause this? I almost touched something. I almost touched. Anyway, how to rate? I mean, I know how to. The only one who is showing doesn't, so for some reason there is an ad, so we have to wait through that. Hey, there is a rhyme. Because I want to see is showing to everyone. Because I read puns and it doesn't show. I read foolish, it doesn't show. So that's why I'm waiting. So I start.
Wow, I hit that though. Alex was at everything with the three. Been having the worst week I've had in a while, but you streaming and just me just saying, "Say, Yeah, that's
One
making everything just a
second.
little bit better. That's hard. Thanks so much for the 3. Animal Plays, thank you for the 2, by the way. Can rice cakes get moldy? Asking for a friend. They definitely can. Don't eat them if they're moldy, please. It's horrible for you. Immortal Army, thank you for the 1. Sam, just so you know, I think he's going to do my last donut, but you basically confirmed Austin mom is in fact our mom. Take this L, Mr. Dude. Much love.